Hello and welcome to Jeers to Cheers, episode 2 is the Buffalo Sabres. I got a suggestion from Flamehawk100 just to see the stats of the top rated guy. So Ekblad, here's the stats. Congratulations, there you go. Cherno, my man, has suggested a lot of stuff, so we are going to go through them. Sign Joni Pikkanen to play as the top 4 on my defense. So let's go to the free agent market and look at Pikkanen. Hopefully he's there. So he would be a good guy to play in my top 4, apparently. We've got a lot of salary cap, so let's just kind of give him a little bit. He's going to be a 1-year deal. That looks good. Sign Koivu to a 1-year deal as a 4th-line center. Also, I noticed you spell center with an R-E, so you are definitely Canadian, and that is awesome. So I'll get you. Andrei Loktionov as well. Wherever he might have gone down to. I thought he was level. Ha! Thought he was an 80 overall. There he is. As a depth prospect, put him in the 3rd-line right wing position. Okay. Let's see. Valenino to play. I do believe that I signed or attempted to sign Valenino last video, but we'll resend that just in case. Boom. All right. So then we've got a couple trades. Low value guys. CC from Ottawa. Not as low a trade value as I hoped. Kucherov from Tampa. Let's look at him possibly. And then we have Kuznetsov from Washington and Yakupov from Edmonton. I'm not going to pick up Yakupov because I hate Yakupov. And I was wanting to get a guy to take a first roll spot. So first things first, let's look at Tampa Bay. Should have gone the other way, and now I'm just wasting my time. And let's go Tampa Bay. Let's look at a guy. Kucherov. Where would you be, my man? Kucherov. There he is. Right wing. Let's see what he's got. 81 overall sniper, 21 years old. 4.5-star red. Not bad. Great skating, great puck skills, great senses offensively, and a decent shot. So maybe he is not a bad idea to go for as just a pick. But I don't know. His trade value is a little bit high, and I do have it on hard. So I guess we'll have to see where the season starts with all of these signings that we're doing. I did want to get a first-line guy, though. So I don't quite remember where I was going to go to. I had in my mind for the longest time. Toffoli, hello, your trade value. I wanted to get somebody that I knew I could pick up. I forget where from. There are definitely a lot of good options, though. Toronto, perhaps? No, I did not want somebody from Toronto. I need a first-line guy. I can't think of where I needed him from. Voracek, Ottawa, no. Oh, I want to get a Tavares. That's who I needed. I need a guy like Tavares, although it'll suck to split up him with Okposo. Or maybe I get an Okposo instead. But Tavares, though, you just cannot go wrong with getting a guy like Tavares. I am not giving up Sam Reinhart for him. Although maybe, though, then instead of getting Tavares, maybe I can sacrifice and get a guy like Okposo instead, because then I still have that right wing spot open. So I could give up Stewart, retain a boatload of his salary because I can, and I have that ability to, because apparently my team is filthy stinking rich. So let's try that once, and let's just kind of see what else we have in the works that we could get rid of. Maybe save a whole bunch of these guys, though. Let's just kind of see what kind of a draft pick they need. I've got 3 first-round draft picks to expose of, and I definitely do not plan to, but they do want my second one. I need to beef it up a bit, they say. So maybe I can get rid of... I could give them their first-round pick back, and then maybe get back... let's see, a 3rd-round pick. I don't really necessarily want that too much. Maybe I can get back another player, perhaps. That's going to help us out. What do you have that I need? I don't want to get Michael Del Cole, as great as that would be. He's kind of going to be the same as a Sam Reinhart, and I don't need too many playmakers, because then I get to what's going on in my Minnesota Wild GM mode. So let's see, maybe we can pick up. I do need then... I'm getting a right wing, so I'm going to need a left wing. No, who am I giving up? Stewart. Yeah, that's a right wing for right wing. So let's look at perhaps getting a better defenseman, perhaps. Cal Clutterbuck, maybe a better guy to come up and hit the back end. Great physical category, grinder, 2.75 million on the. He's got a decent defense rating, so maybe that's not a bad idea. Could get a Corey Conacher, but I'm not thinking about that. Let's see what we can get up for Cal Clutterbuck. What do I have in terms of right wings that I'm not going to use? So I do have kind of the same type of thing in Gianta, but like I said, I have, you know, first line, second line, third line, and then I need that fourth line guy. I don't think Gianta is going to do it, perhaps, but it would be nice to have a guy like Clutterbuck on the fourth line. Let's just see what this does. Let's see. Let's take off as much salary as possible and kind of see what we're looking at. Value is not up to snuff. Okay. Still not interested in the deal that we're offering, but some changes need to be made to trade salaries. All right, so let's suck up his salary. Still not interested in the deal. This is the problem with hard trade value stuff. Fourth round pick? Nope. Second round pick I have in there already. No, I don't. I don't want to do this. Still isn't interesting. Doesn't meet the block whatsoever. Ooh, that's going to be tough then. Maybe I don't get Clutterbuck and maybe I just get the third round pick. And then just skip Coletta. Isn't very interesting still. Dang. That just surprises me. Isn't very interesting. Doesn't meet our block needs at all. Yeah, I suppose, because Stewart's technically a third line scoring forward. So maybe the Islanders is not the team that I want to be trading with. And maybe Stewart's not the guy I want to be trading away as badly as I would love to get a first line guy. Let's just go to the block and see who has a first line guy that we can get rid of. I need position forward, first line forward. Give me what you got. I want a first line forward with a decent potential. That's not just going to be dead in a year. And let's just go with that. Let's search that list. Duchesne, Tavares, Hall, Ben, Giroux, Taves, Kane, Stamkos. And a lot of these guys are people that are not really going to be easy to get, sadly, but aren't bad ideas. Like, I could still get Nathan McKinnon because his potential is through the roof. I bet his trade value is still up there, unfortunately. I just need a guy that's going to be that first line solidifying role that I can build off of. So I don't think Jeff Skinner is going to be that guy either, although look at that overall. Yeah, let's pick up Jeff Skinner. He's going to be my best bet, I think. He's a left winger, so I could give up Matt Molson. As much as I don't want to do that, I think it's going to be a better option in the long run, because then we could get rid of Matt Molson, get a young guy like Skinner who's only going to get better, and let's see what kind of stuff we can still get on top of that. Feelings that we have. So let's just start to take on some of this contract. Still not interested in the deal at the time. Second round pick. Still not interested in the deal at the time. Man, they are going to be stubborn sons of guns. So I guess maybe we don't get that guy right away. Maybe you guys know of something and I can work on something off camera that's going to help us. But let's just see what we're looking at in terms of getting some guys signed for the team. Pitkanen signed. Everybody else still waiting. All right, here we go. Roster is full for Koivu, Lino, and Loktionov. So let's clear up 3 roster spots somehow, some way. We did get Pitkanen though, so that's good. So now I can look at my lines perhaps. Let's look at these editing lines, and let's look at our defense. Maybe I can get rid of Mizaros, 28, 3.5 star. Maybe Pitzik, 4-star gold, 22. So he's not a guy that I want to give up. He is definitely not a guy. So I'm thinking Mizaros, Weber, or Benoit is going to be the way to go. Let's see which one of those guys is going to be the highest trade value, and then let's see where we can get something in return. Hopefully a lot. Let's see, defenseman. Let's go defenseman. Let's get rid of Pitzik. is actually the higher trade value by a significant margin. That's unfortunate. Let's just give up Mazzaro's anyway. His salary kind of stinks, but I can get rid of. Yeah, I can fix that. So let's go to a team that needs him and has stuff available. So let's go to a team maybe like Detroit. Maybe we can get a guy for our first line. I'm not going to be able to get Zetterberg. That I guarantee. But Mantha, dang. 4.5 gold star. That's pretty impressive. His defense rating is terrible, though. That's one thing I don't get. Like, all these guys that are coming up have horrible defense ratings. Let's see. Maybe we can just get some guys, some young guns to fill in some roles here. So let's get a left wing here in Tatar. Let's give up... I don't want to give up Foligno, but I don't really have any... I have a lot of... Oh, I did get Loktionov, so that's good news. I do need to get rid of somebody, though. Let's see. He could play third line right wing since I don't... I do have right wings, and then just switch Gianta down, so I guess Loktionov could play, get rid of Coletta. And let's take on all of that salary and see what you guys think of that. We can live with what you're saying us. The offer is woefully insufficient when I consider what value you're asking for in return. So let's get a guy then. How is Yurko going to progress? He's got good puck skills, not a good defense rating. I'm not going to pick up a guy without a good defense rating. I don't want Johan Franzen because that's not going to work out in the long run. I could just give up a draft pick maybe. Like I said, I don't really want to, but if that's what it comes to. Alright, so that's going to work then. I got rid of Mazzaros. Got a guy like Tatar who's going to help us, I think. And I got an extra spot in my roster. So let's see what else we can get rid of. Let's see where our centers are. So we've got Ennis, boom, boom, and then I think Mitchell's going to be on my fourth line, it looks like. So he's got a good defense rating, so I'm okay with him being on my fourth line. So then Loktionov can be called up and moved over. I think Reinhardt's technically on my Major League roster, so I could send him to juniors, get him, and then that's an extra roster spot. So let's see what kind of stuff that we can do there in terms of moving. I don't want to do that. I need to roster moves. And then maybe we can still sign some of those guys. Koivu and Vigneault. Or Ligno, rather, sorry. Let's look at what we got going here. Sam Reinhardt. Send down to the minors. Send to juniors. He needs to develop. Then we're going to bring up Pitkinen. We're going to bring up Loktionov. We're going to send down Flynn. And what else do we have here that we can get rid of? So I don't think that he needs to be here. Swap him out with, let's see here, sniper, playmaker. Who's got the better defense? Neither of you do. Matt Ellis. All of you guys are kind of not what I need. So let's just bring up Flynn again. Get the minor league top 4 going there. Do I have any first liners? No, I do not. That's going to be okay, though. Let's edit the lines. Let's just do best lines, I guess, for now. And then we'll edit them from there a little bit. So Reinhardt's down to juniors. I still have some room for some free agency. I'm just going to leave the lines until I have free agency done with and out of the way, because I'd really rather just have that taken care of, and then I can worry about my lines, and then I can worry about everything else. So we needed Koivu and Ligno. Two guys that are going to help solidify the back end of the team, hopefully, and start to make things happen. Hopefully we don't lose the record too much right away. Winning against Chicago would be a pretty... Oh, lost 3-0. Let's just kind of see where... Oh, 3-0 or 0-3. My roster is full for Ligno. That's fine. That's fine. I need to definitely fix my roster, though, because it's sucking up. 4 losses in a row to start the season. Not where you want to be, but we have a lot of changes that need to be made, and we have made a lot of changes. So I understand that it's probably going to be hard for some guys to work with it. Send him down with minors. Boom. All right, let's look at these lines now. I'm going to be okay without Ligno, I think. Let's edit these lines and see where we're at. We've got Molson, Ennis, and Stafford on the first line. Gianta, Hodgson, and Stewart on the second line. We wanted here. Where's Foligno at? Face-off-wise, not too hot. Maybe Loktionov can play. McCormick is going to be better for, I think, that line anyway, although his defense rating is not the best. Whatever. We've got him here. He's got a really good defense rating, so I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. His face-offs is actually good as well. So maybe we can bring him in here instead of McCormick and then replace McCormick. Well, we did get Koivu, though, so we can bring him back here. Put in Koivu instead. And then scratch McCormick. He's got a 2-star range, so that's... I mean, he'll probably be gone at the end of the season anyway. I think he only has 1 year left. 3 years left. So we can trade a guy like McCormick or just get rid of him at the end of the season. We'll have to see where we're looking. But maybe it's not a bad idea. I'd rather have Foligno, though. Loktionov is still not going to be the worst option to have there, and I think he'll be okay on that third line with Tatar and Foligno. Foligno's got a good defense rating. Tatar's got a really good defense rating, so that's going to be a third line. I can sacrifice defense on Loktionov to get Tatar on there, and then we've got, you know, decently physical guy here. He's got a good skating, good senses. This guy's just a good overall player, period. I want to just make sure he's on the right side. Yep, left, okay. So that'll work out really well. And then Mitchell's going to be decent stats here. No complaints there. I think that's actually going to be a pretty good way to do it. So then we've got Pitkin in here for my top 4. Pitzik, Weber. That's actually looking a lot better now. I'm really happy with how that turned out, to be honest with you. I did not expect for it to work like that. So I'm definitely very happy about that. I'm just going to skip ahead to this next bit so we can kind of see where we're going from here. I don't want to trade away these picks to become a Stanley Cup team right away because this is the worst team in the league as of last year, and I want them to develop before I start giving away picks. So I'm not trying to win the Stanley Cup this year. Obviously 1-5 is a terrible start and hard to bounce back from. Not saying it's not possible because we just beat the Ducks and lost the Kings, though, but it's something that we can maybe look to and say maybe we can trade some of these picks, or maybe if the market's not looking good right away, maybe we can start to get some of these picks for the next couple of years. I mean, we've already got Michael Del Cole and Sam Reinhart, who are both going to eventually become very good players in this league and in the game, and we're going to definitely be using those and having them become our biggest assets. So picking in was a good pickup, 6 assists, leading the team. Stewart's going to be leading the penalty minutes, which is, I guess, okay, but the record is starting to level out a little bit. So I'm going to go through one more scouting assignment in this video because I'm starting to like where I'm seeing this go. Now, what do I need in terms of players for next season? I need a lot of stuff. Here are some guys that are going to be going first round. I have a lot of first round-ish picks that I think are going to be good because the Islanders I have their first round pick as well. And they're notably not the best team either, no offense to any Islanders fans out there. But we could definitely do something like that. I don't want to trade Matt Molson yet because I still think that he is quote-unquote the face of the franchise, and I don't really want to give up that veterancy for somebody too young because the team is pretty young as it is, and Molson has been around the block a little bit. So hopefully, wow, we just lost a week out. Ugh. Hopefully we can start to get this record leveled out. That'd be really nice to see. Maybe we need a new goalie, perhaps, in the upcoming year. Maybe I can trade for Leonard, and maybe Leonard can be the stud that he is for me in this GM mode as he is for me in my other one. In fact, I'm going to try that trade right now so I don't waste any time in that matter. Let's just see where we're looking at and what I can get for him, what I can give, and hopefully that's going to work out a lot. So let's go to Ottawa. There it is. Let's go to goalies. Let's get Leonard. I think he's technically still a backup, but that's too good. It's too good, guys. He gets better. He gets better, believe it or not. Because Neuwirth, is decent, but I could get Leonard for Enroth. Or maybe I could trade away Hackett. Hackett has a better trade value. Maybe then we get rid of Hackett. And then maybe I want to give up a draft pick. Not a big one, at least. We could give up, let's say, I'll do 2017's first round pick. You retain some of that salary. You don't retain some of that salary. Still, we appreciate the changes that you're making, but still not enough for us. Maybe they need 2016s. Maybe they need one from this year. I'm not willing to do that. That I'm not willing to do. But I did get another idea from Cherno here as I'm rereading this stuff as I talk. I could get Tarasenko perhaps to help boost that scoring a little bit. I totally passed St. Louis, unfortunately. And let's see what he's looking at. Tarasenko, not bad. He could be a first-line guy because he's only going to get better. Great everything. So I could get a guy like Tarasenko here. And like I don't still want to trade a guy like Molson, but I can trade Stewart, perhaps. Stewart's going to be just an average guy. He's not really doing too much here anyway. Stafford, I don't want to trade. I could do Stafford. I think Stafford would be a better bet because he's already in my first line. And on the surface, that is not going to work, obviously, unless I give up some beef. Let's look at that. Maybe I obviously need to get some salary anyway. Still not approved. Maybe I give up the first round pick and you guys give me your second round pick for this year. Nope. And you give me your 7th round pick for this year. No. I don't want to give up too much. All right, that's going to work. I'm going to be okay with that because I still have 3 first-round picks for this year. And I don't want to be just breezing through this, giving up first-round picks. But getting a guy like Tarasenko is definitely going to help us. So now we can just have Tarasenko there instead of whoever I just traded up. I already forgot his name, Hodgson or whatever. And we're going to have a guy that's going to get better with every year. He's going to be hopefully a point-per-game scorer. Hopefully Ennis can help them. You know, they can help build. You know, Ennis is going to be good, not physical. You got Molson to help them get better, hopefully, I think. And I think it's going to be a good idea, actually. So let's go to the next scouting assignment and see where the team's going to end up from there. And then we will end this video. And, oh, okay, so that kind of came up abruptly. We'll do the next one. Let's do 6 weeks. Let's see what kind of defenseman we're looking at. I do need another defenseman still. And their detective is the answer. So let's go to the next scouting assignment. Let's see what kind of stuff we can pick up. What kind of stats we can get out of Tarasenko. Already the leading goal scorer for the team, and he hasn't even played a game. We played 1 game. Didn't score a goal, though. Let's see. Ennis is the leading assist guy, so he can help set up Tarasenko. Molson can just be a points guy. He's already leading the team in goals now, so that's going to be good. Koivu is leading the plus-minus all the way down on that bottom line, which is going to help a lot. George's penalty minutes guy, that's all right, I guess. We'll have to live with that. But if it means victories, if it means wins, if it means getting this team started, then I'm okay with that. Now, I still wanted to hear your opinion on getting Leonard early on, like I thought. If that's going to be a good idea, if that's going to be a bad idea, what you guys think of that idea, definitely let me know. Losing 2 to Montreal is not what I want to see, but 9-13-3 is better than 0-4-0, 1-5-0. So, going to be a good year for rookies, they say, which is going to be good for me because I have 3 first-round draft picks that I think will produce pretty good results. Now, I think being a 500 team after what we've done to the team is actually going to be very good. Hopefully we can beat Florida. Yes, 4-1. I like that. Now we're starting to get going. Now we're starting to get this team going. I think Tarasenko is going to be a good pickup. Plus minus, he's leading 7-2. We're scoring a lot more. And hopefully not allowing as much. I mean, we have guys with great defensive ratings. Now we're an above 500 team. Look at these changes. Slowly but surely you can give up draft picks. I mean, like I said, I still have all 3 of my first round picks. So if it comes to the trade deadline, we need to make a big move. I have a big draft pick that I can use to get somebody permanently, to get somebody now, to get somebody to make this team go to that next step. And I'm not getting too anxious yet. We're still just above 500, but we're definitely on the right path, I think, because now we have a lot of guys that are going to be growing with the team to begin with. But going forward, 3 first-round draft picks, we have guys that are coming up in Del Cole and Reinhardt, and we have a lot of players that are going to be going up. The only thing that I don't have is a defensive Sam Reinhardt. So maybe we need to look at a guy like that. Maybe we need to pick up a guy like that. Let's see, the Islanders are the same record as me, basically, so they're not going to be, hopefully, unfortunately, I guess for me, as good of a draft pick as I anticipated. So we're going to do this guy assignment here. Let's do OHL defenseman. Or I do need a goalie, though. Potential, let's do WHL. Let's just do goalies for once. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So I'll do that in the next video. But let me know what you guys think of these changes. Let me know what you guys think of everything. Let's see what we have here. Scoring summary team standings. We are Buffalo, 6th in the Atlantic Division, but we are not out. We are not completely out yet. We need to get 2B teams like Montreal and basically the entire Metropolitan Division because they're pretty tight in that division. But let me know what you guys think of these changes. Let me know if you guys have any more suggestions, and I can't wait to hear your suggestions. Thank you, everybody who's been commenting on these videos. It means a lot to me. Until next time, take care.